Hey guys, so I'm filming a little differently today. I'm filming with my cell phone and obviously I have a filter on. As you can see, my face is covered with a little strawberry cat. But today I'll be doing the K-pop history tag. No one tagged me. I tagged myself, obviously. I don't know if anyone cares, but if you guys care or want to watch, then keep on watching. I don't know if you can tell, but I did cut my hair. This is going to be interesting to film because the snow camera only films for like a minute at a time or something like that. So I'm gonna hurry and cycle through these. There are 12 questions. I have them on my laptop. So let's get started. So the first K-pop song that I listened to, technically, I'm being technical here, I think it was, you know, from Inuyasha, the Boa sang the Japanese like OST, the soundtrack for Every Heart, and then I looked that up and then I also heard the Korean version as well, so I think that's technically my first K-pop song. But also technically, well, not, this isn't technical, but my cousin showed me Balloons. I think it was by DBSK. I think that technically is my official first K-pop song that wasn't unintentional. Going off of the first question, my cousin showed me K-pop, so I was in the 6th grade I was going to the 7th grade, I believe. Or was I already in the 7th grade? I can't remember if it was 2005 or 2006, but I believe it was 2006, so I was in the 7th grade. My cousin one summer showed me, like, she's like, there's like this group of like good-looking boys, and they're called DBSK, and there are like 5 of them. I was like, 5 of them? In a band? What is this? Like Asians, good looking, they all have like wacky hair, and I thought this was like the coolest thing of my life. But yeah, I think it was either O or Balloons. I can't remember O or Balloons that got me into them, and then like she showed me like they were on this talk show. So yeah, you can tell how old I am because I was in the 6th or 7th grade, and this was like 2005 or 6. So you can calculate my age from that. So I think that is how I discovered K-pop, and then I've been in and out of K-pop ever since. My first female bias was all the girls of SNSD. I believe I had a particular favorite though, was Jessica and Taeyeon, but honestly, like, I never really had like a first female like bias back then. It was more towards later. Maybe, okay, I'm lying, I'm flip-flopping. My first female bias technically is Nana from After School then, if you count that. Because I can't technically say my first female bias is all of SNSD, even though I love all of SNSD. Okay. My first male bias, because the very first group I saw was DBSK, so my first bias was Taejung from DBSK, or TVXQ, or Toho Shinki, or whatever you guys want to call it, but to me it's forever DBSK OT5. So Taejung was my bias. He was like 8 years older than me at the time. Can you believe that? I was like, oh my god, he's so old. And look at me now, I'm like one of the older fans, I'm the Nuna fan, so look at me now, hey? My first favorite male group, again, these questions are kind of repetitive. My first favorite male group was DBSK. The one after that, I believe, was UKISS. So I'm gonna do that because it's gonna be repetitive. I keep saying like my first. And my first favorite K-pop group was SNSD. And then after that, it became, I'm trying to think, it was either Wonder Girls or it was After School. Yeah, After School was also one of my favorites. And then Kara was one of my favorites too. If you can tell, like, I typically like to just bias one male group and then I listen and like a lot of female groups at the same time. I'm just like one loyal male group bias, and then I'm a hoe for all the other female groups, because like I think female K-pop groups are just so beautiful and like I just love them. So yeah. The first ever choreography I learned was G by SNSD. And please do not ask me to dance to that because I probably forgot the choreography. This brain, like anything that goes in here, it just exits out. Like I can barely remember what I ate this morning, so please do not ask me to do it. Obviously, I do not even need to answer this question. You guys already know if you guys look at my channel. Obviously, my favorite K-pop group right now is 17. No questions asked. But other groups that I am enjoying now are like a bunch of girl groups. Obviously, like Red Velvet, I really love right now. I still like a lot of the older groups, even though all of them have like disbanded. I'm trying to think. I don't know if this is correct or not because when my cousin showed me like back then, I don't know if that was a reality show or I don't think it was a reality show. I believe it was a talk show like for DBSK. So technically when I was into UKISS, the very first one, because my cousin was also into UKISS at the same time, it's all because of you, Carmen, that I'm into K-pop. But I believe it was called UKISS Vampire. It was like a show about blood types and like the personality types based off your blood type, and it was such a interesting show. And then the one after that I believe I watched was 2PM's one, like the one with 2AM and 2PM. Yeah, that one. I can't remember what it's called. Other groups that will always have a special place in my heart obviously is SNSD, DBSK, Suju. Again, I had a phase of Suju. Shiny always has a special place in my heart, always. Who else? I have a soft spot for like old UKISS songs. Like I don't really follow them, but like I had such a big phase with UKISS. And Teen Top. Don't even get me started on Teen Top. I bought so many things from Teen Top. What else? I'm trying to think. A lot of girl groups like Dalshabet and Kara. After school, I want after school to just like announce that they're gone or like come back. Like I don't know, like I need an update from Pledis. But yeah, no, who else? Like there's just so many K-pop groups that have like a special place in my heart because I love them all. The very first K-pop thing I bought, I believe, was a UKISS album. I believe I have a picture of it. I'm not too sure. Like I had a picture of like all my mini K-pop collection back then, but I sold everything or gave everything away. I used to hang UKISS posters on my wall, and back then my bias in UKISS was Kevin, and I always got his card. I don't know why right now I just have terrible luck with getting my biases card, but back then I always got Kevin's card. Always. Not much different, I would say. Let's see. Well, I was just a normal kid, you know, playing my games, playing Gunbound, playing Maple Story with my friends on MSN, you know, like playing Uno and like checkers and stuff like that. Oh my god. A lot of my friends at the time didn't listen to K-pop, so I guess I was like kind of lonely in that. Like I could only talk to my cousin about it whenever I visit her house and stuff like that. So I guess it was like kind of weird until like, you know, like some kids in like high school, it started getting popular in high school. And I was like, oh, now you like it. How has my life changed? Well, I've just become more obsessed with collecting things. Like, I think I've always had like a collecting kind of personality or like kind of behavior, but now K-pop has enabled it even more. And now that I'm older and I can buy stuff because I have a somewhat of an income, like it's even worse. But it's made me a lot happier, and also I've got to meet like really great people on the internet and real life because of it. So K-pop has changed my life in actually more ways than one. If I could say like one negative thing though, is that initially in the very beginning phases when I first got into K-pop, I was very like insecure about how I looked. Like I compared myself to, how do you say it? Like I compare myself a lot to like the idols or like the actresses and stuff like that, because like when you get into K-pop you see all these like beautiful faces and everyone everyone looks beautiful and you're like, how come I don't look like this? This I want to change, that I want to change. But as I've gotten older and I have gotten a grasp on my self-confidence a little bit, I feel like I am a better place, or am in a better place. Another thing has changed my life. It got me to travel more, or be more able to like, or not be so scared to travel by myself, I guess, because I want to go to these like K-pop events or something, so it forces me to go by myself and travel and like explore. Also, it has made me like spicy food, not because K-pop equals like food, it's just because like it also gets you to almost want to learn about the culture, kind of. Does that make sense? I don't mean that in a Korea boo way, like, oh my god, kimchi. No, I mean like, it's just introduced me to like the Korean cuisine and stuff like that, because early, like, I would not have tried kimchi or anything spicy like that before. Like, my palate before that was like Chinese food, Japanese food, white people food. Does that make sense? So this is going to be the end of the K-pop history tag. That was all 12 questions. I hope that like answered a few of your questions about me if you guys were curious and stuff like that. I actually wanted to do like a longer K-pop tag, but like I couldn't find one that was like easily readable and like I didn't have to like copy and paste and like edit it out and all that fun stuff. So I will list all the questions. If you guys want to do your own K-pop tag, I'll list that in the description box for you guys. But now this is the time where I'm going to announce that I am having a mini giveaway. All the information and details and everything, the deadline and blah blah blah, all that stuff will be in the description box down below. So there will be a link to fill out a Google form, because I am not doing this randomly on my YouTube and stuff like that. The reason why I'm having this mini giveaway is because I did hit 10,000 subscribers a while back. Now I'm already at 15, which is like crazy. I can't believe there's like 15,000 people who said, yes, I want to watch this girl talk. So, or do her makeup and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, this is meant for only my subscribers. So if you are subscribed to me, you can enter this giveaway, because in that form, I will ask for your channel name or stuff like that and details to make sure you guys are subscribed. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? All the information and what I'm giving away, I'll show you guys really quickly. Essentially, I'm just giving away a bunch of posters, but I will be giving away one of these guys as well. This one right here is a mini light stick keychain. This is like from Carrotland. I didn't go to Carrotland, but I bought this online, so I'll be giving this away. What else? I can't remember. Anyways, all the information will be down below, so if you want to enter that, you guys can enter that. And I think this is the end of the video, so I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! You got that